Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to Friday, the 8th of May. And tonight is a special night because we've had a bank holiday today, and it's to celebrate 75 years since the end of World War II. So, just thought I'd sort of make that little announcement before we started. So, and as the title suggests, special VE edition. So I hope everyone's, hi Mel, how are you? So, same as I say, it sort of coincided with my normal Friday night. So, and as this title suggests, a special VE Day edition. So, and I don't know about where other people are, but it's been a scorcher here today. Well, I won't say a scorcher, but you know what I mean. It's been quite warm. Let's just put it that way.
It'd be red hot.
Yeah. Well, Mr. P knows because he's been out trimming the edge. So yeah, he's way. Special V Day. Didn't know Chris was that old that he was in the forces.
I'm sharing it.
It's Ian.
DJ.
Yeah, I am Mike Newsom. How are you?
Hello, Ian. Good afternoon, Adrian. Mike.
What the heck is VE? It's on the 8th of May. It's when the Second World War came to an end. So yeah, on the 8th of May is when the war ended officially. So yeah. Johnny's there as well.
Hello, Johnny Bag.
So Chris has been out trimming the bush out front because we're going a bit overgrown with all the rain that we've had and everything. So
walk right into that.
What, trimming me bush?
It's a Friday night.
I says the bush, not my bush.
No, you said my bush.
Oh dear. Yeah, and can't take that. Don't I know it? Because my nose is like a tap with the hay fever. So yeah. Same as I say. So as I say, we've had that much rain and whatever that it's sort of, sometimes the grass has got a mind of its own. Well, our front bushes, it were going that way. So anyway, so he beat the bullet and he says, right, he says, I'm going out to that edge. He says, I'm fed up of seeing it in a mess. So that were it. He went and
he can zoom down on his booster board, charge up halfway, like, I've got some gardening tools. I seen him in his garden for 3 hours. He can spend all day gardening in my garden.
Johnny says he's been relaxing in pool. It's all right for somewhere. We ain't got nowhere to put a pool.
I bet it took ages, that.
So yeah. And funny thing is, I don't know whether anybody's seen my Facebook post or not, but I ordered I only ordered it yesterday, some self-raising flour because I was going a bit low on self-raising flour. So I said to Chris, I'd seen some Car electric pump was not happy blowing it up. But anyway, same as I say, a few people can remember I ordered plain flour and I got that like in a couple of days. Well, anyway, I were running a bit low on self-raising flour, so I were looking on Amazon. I thought, I'll order some self-raising as well. So anyway, yesterday I ordered some self-raising flour. And it did say that it won't come until the 18th of May. But it arrived this morning. You see what Bella's put. Said the Queen's on the telly. I said, yes, she's on Mondays and Wednesdays as well. Have you got Tuesdays as well, Bella? So, yeah, so basically, I just... I only ordered it yesterday and it come today. I didn't expect it. It says either 18th or 19th of May. And it arrived this morning. So now I've got 2 16-kilogram bags of flour. One plain and one self-raising. If Jeanette's the Queen, well, I must be the king. Well, they're not having it back, Bass. It's mine now. Bought and paid for. So yes. So same as I said to Chris, I've got plenty to be going on with. There's no shortage in the Pickering household of flour.
Not kidding.
So yes, there's no shortage of flour in the Pickering household. Because we actually went shopping yesterday, and you know how we're on about Wednesday night about Asda and Morrison's. We're going to start bagging their flour up. We went shopping yesterday. Yeah, they bagged some 60p bags up, but it were all plain flour. And I says, well, I says I've got enough flour. I could sell them some back in plain flour. Self-raising, what I wanted, they hadn't got any. So yeah. So now I've got plenty. So yeah, so you know, crisis averted, you know, I've got plenty to be going on with, however long we're in lockdown, blah blah blah, you know what I mean? And a bit longer probably after that. No, I'm not an order. You can't have a baking vlog without any baking ingredients. So yeah. Oh dear.
During the lockdown.
But yes, I've well, I haven't finished it. I've made the chocolate cheesecake today. Obviously, I've done the base and I've done the cheesecake bit. I prefer to leave it in the fridge overnight. I think that's a big hint, don't you? But yeah, I've done the base bit, the biscuit base, and I've done the cheesecake bit. And obviously, I always like to leave mine in the fridge overnight. So the decorating bit will come tomorrow. But I haven't vlogged it. I says to Chris, I says, I can work a lot quicker if I'm not vlogging it, because Chris is stopping and starting me, and you know, as he does when he's you know, when he's directing the vlogs. So I says I'm not going to vlog it. I says I can always vlog it at a later date. I says I just want to, you know, crack on, get it done, and then it's out of way. Started trimming the edge of the frame, and yeah, it's going back tomorrow. No. So, but yeah, you know, so I says, you know, I'll just crack on with it. Boom, 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 and it were done. But yeah, but you see, we only bought them. Well, Chris went to fetch them yesterday, actually. He says, I'll get some edge trimmers, because some as I say, when he'd done the edge before, we've got some like these old-fashioned sheary type things. I had a silly driver last night driving down the country lanes with no headlights. I was coming in my tractor with trailer on the back and had my lights. Oh, you know what I mean? It's yeah, basically what it was, Bella. It got. I told you on Messenger. It'd been in.
It did literally blow up.
No, it didn't blow up. It just started smoking, and then it didn't work. Literally 5 minutes in. You know what I mean? So I says, right. I says, you only used it for 5 minutes. It started smoking. It says, right, that's going back tomorrow. Trimmer.
Great tool from the Pride.
Yeah.
That's what we got. We got one for 31.
No, these are about a strimmer. That's an edge trimmer. So.
Oh, we need both now.
But you see, this is the thing. I mean, if you're out at night time, you know, you see, with our car, on comes on automatic, so you can't not have your red lights on, if you know what I mean. Obviously, it must have been an older car, because with the newer cars nowadays, they come on. You know, they're on automatic anyway. Foggy conditions, dark, as soon as it goes dark. So
I don't think you'll get much. What's it in a tractor with dogging?
I'm dad,
I don't lad.
So Chris says, well, you know, he says it must have been a faulty one, because same as he said, it'd only been like trimming edge 5 minutes and it started smoking. So you know, same as I says, it's, you know, like, wait, you pay online for it and it says this is your receipt. You've got receipt, just take it back and just say, you know, do you want to know, and say, well, no, thank you, I'll have my money back. Bad carbon brushes. I don't know what it is. Same as I say, John, it just 5 minutes in and Chris says there's all smoke coming out on it, so I don't know. So they're going back tomorrow. So same as Chris says, he says, I'm not going to let them fob me off about, do you want to exchanging or whatever? No, just put money back on, because I paid for it, obviously. Just put money back on card that, you know, we paid with it. So we'll get a, because Brian next door, he says he's going to ask his boss, and he you know, do us a discount on, you know. So you'll have to excuse me while I have a drink of my coffee. But anyway, same as I said, don't let them fob you off. Don't let them, you know, replace it or anything, because how do we know it's not a faulty batch? So I says, don't take no BS. I says, just say, no, I'll have my money back, thank you. It's not a very good, you know, advertisement for you if 5 minutes into the job that you're doing that it's made for, and it starts smoking. And yeah, I agree. And I tell you what, one of my pet peeves is as well, is people can see you coming in distance and they don't dip the headlights. So but yeah, you know, I mean, that's just one of my pet peeves. I mean, I don't drive personally myself, but it does get on your nerves when folks are coming in opposite direction. They can clearly see you coming towards them, but they don't dip the headlights, you know. Ignorant drivers. Just need a hot tub now. We ain't got nowhere to pour a paddling pool, let alone a hot tub. You know, it's patio into, you know, into all that big. So just had a nice dinner. It's stuffed. I'd homemade KFC and chips. It was the bomb. Yeah, we see our I mean, like where edge that's Chris has been trimming, it's just like a bit of a paved thing with edge round it, and then on backs it's like graded, and it sort of it goes up at an angle, so no garden as such, but at the bottom we've got like a patio, but it's not all that. I'd say it's
Got room for hot tub.
it's about 5 foot wide, the patio. But you see, Mike says, I also hate seeing people using the phones. Yeah. But you see, we aren't being like, well, it were brand new last year. It's all hands-free anyway. So Chris, I've even done lines like a football pitch. Yeah. Oh, dear. But yeah, so... everybody's awaiting the supposed announcement by Boris Johnson on Sunday. What it is, I don't know. Yeah, Johnny says I have 3 gardens and a 16 by 8 by 14 workshop caravan back 2, still enough to park a bus in. Are you on the beer? No, we were last night. He did have it. He did have a few last night, but he ain't. No. Yeah.
I'll be on it again tomorrow. Don't worry.
Yeah. You could have got some tonight, but hey, and still got room for an Olympic size hot tub. I assume you're talking about Johnny there. I'm going to say we wouldn't even fit a kids paddling pool on our patio, let alone an Olympic size swimming pool. But so yeah, but our some, as I say, our back garden's a bit funny. We've got like outside, we've got double patio doors, and outside that is where the patio is. It's quite long, but it's not very wide. And then we've got like steps going up. Then you go down a flat bit is where we've got the shed, and you know, like where it's like all these not pebbles, they like rocks. But then above that you've got like a few steps going up the middle of the garden, but it's sort of like at an angle like that, so you couldn't sort of do anything with it apart from, you know, grow stuff in it, if you know what I mean. Oh dear. But yeah, it's a bit of a funny one on, is, you know what I mean. It's he says I've only got stopped by the police once.
I've been stopped twice. It weren't my fault. We're late for work. The alarm clock didn't go off, officer. But it's 7 o'clock at night. Yeah. Oh right. Yeah.
But anyway, same as I say, you know, we've not got much garden really to write home about. You know what I mean. So, you know, apart from sort of needing an edge trimmer to trim this, you see, we live in a row with 5 houses, and ours is the only one that's got an edge on the fronts. So, oh dear, Amjad's not in a very good mood.
Oh dear.
His brother up till he didn't get to bed till 1 a.m. because of his brother playing PlayStation.
I unplugged it. I'm on level 15, don't care, it's bedtime.
Yeah.
boom, done.
But yeah, same as I say, it's we've not got much garden, you know, to write home about. We've got a lawnmower in it from like where we moved from before. That's never been used because we ain't got no lawn. So I'd have thrown more than a pillar at him, Amjad. You know, and
See this heavy metal alarm clock,
and you know, and every shoe or, you know, something that'll do some damage. I mean, if that had been me. So, I mean, Chris will tell you, Amjad, if he starts snoring, he gets an elbow in ribs or a kick in his shin. You know what I mean? I don't go quietly, let's just say. But hey ho, not to worry. So no, because more often than not you've got your back to me, so it'd be hard trying to kick you in your nuts. So yeah. I mean, it was like this morning, Bella. I was down here at 4 o'clock this morning. Throw a Sheffield mug at it. So yeah, you know, same as Bella says, you know, broken sleep's no stranger to us. You know, it's par for the course of getting on in years. Let's just say, you know. I mean, Callum is like at that age where he could sleep clock round, but me, you know, us oldies had to survive on what sleep we can get, if you know what I mean. 5:59. What's that? I don't know. So yeah, you catch it wherever you can, basically. You know. A little nap here and a little nap there, and hi, Alexander.
Hi, Alexander.
You see what Bella's for? Speak for yourself. No, I'm just sort of talking in general, Bella. You know.
This morning, thanks to the pork pie.
So yeah, you know, I mean, you know, lack of sleep or you know, like a funny sleep pattern, it seems to get worse as you get older, you know what I mean? Oh, Welsh Clark says damn dogs barking in the street, lol.
Yeah, we had a little yapper this afternoon, didn't we?
I've just reached my prime. But yeah, you know, same as I said, you know, it's anybody that knows me knows I'm a very light sleeper anyway. So you know, if a fly farts outside, it wakes me up. You know what I mean? So you know, slightest little thing, and it takes me ages to get back to sleep. Oh, Mike says he had his dog with him today in his tractor.
Oh, I bet he loved that.
But you see, we ain't got a dog. We've only got cats, so they're a bit dubious when Chris were at, you know, cutting edge, because it were making a racket, if you know what I mean. So you know, it is what it is. You know, Chris and Callum are both totally opposite. You know, when a nuclear bomb could go off and they still wouldn't really, you know, they'd still be asleep and sleep through it. Now, me, same as I say, only after hearing that fought outside, and that's it. That you know, that's it. I'm away. Hi, Kate. How are you?
Right, okay. Time to call it.
So, so yeah, you know, I mean that's you know what some people are heavy sleepers, some people are light sleepers. So it's just oh, she's just been watching BBC One. Oh, so
Let you off then.
yeah, we've had a few fireworks going off tonight. So you know, obviously, you know, I've put in the title a special VE Day edition because, as everyone knows, normally here in the UK, what we call a bank holiday, it would have been Monday, like May Day would have been Monday, but because it coincided with 75 years since VE Day, they've decided to have the bank holiday on a Friday. Oh, his fiance has flashbacks because she used to be in the army. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
But yeah, so you know, just for this year only, the bank holiday is actually today. So, you know, I don't know when what we used to call Whit Week falls this month.
Can't remember. Been that long.
Because we usually get 2 bank holidays in May, don't we?
Yeah.
May Day, and then we get like what they call Whitsun. So I don't know. Let's have a look on my phone.
I don't know why they call it that either.
Why? Well, it's
Everybody's chit-chatting amongst themselves.
Yeah, I'm just trying to Google when the next bank holiday is. When it finally loads up.
Ask Google if we'll come up with hedgehog slice.
The
Queen was on at 9 p.m. Ah, there you go then.
It says early May bank holiday, Friday 8th of May. Spring bank holiday is Monday the 25th of May.
Oh.
So there you go. So obviously this one today is early May bank holiday, and spring bank holiday is on the 25th of May. Baz says, I'm hoping he lifts the lockdown so we can go home, fingers crossed. I don't think they'll lift it all together, Baz. I think they'll just ease some of the restrictions.
So I reckon some shops will open, but still keeping the social distancing, I reckon.
Oh, Kate says they did a retake of Vera Lynn when she was young, mixed it with Catherine Jenkins, and they had all people singing. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, yeah, I'm just talking about that Sue Perkins thing where her tummy were rumbling.
Not seen that one. There's more on though. There's more on tonight.
Oh, so yeah, so you know, just a quick recap. I've actually made the chocolate cheesecake today. Well, I've made this biscuit base, and I've done the actual cheesecake bit. So I like to leave mine in the fridge overnight. So I'm going to decorate it tomorrow. You know the song we'll meet again. Yeah. So but this is it, you know, same as I said, Tried to be facetious there, Kate. So so I've actually done the cheesecake, but I'm going to decorate it tomorrow. I bought some buttons to put on top, so I'll post a picture when I've done it because I haven't actually vlogged it. You see what Baz's for. It's okay, Chris. I'll go home on my bike, and that's my exercise. He'll get to end of the street, come back and say, "Oh, bugger that, I'll let Chris pick me up." Oh, dear me. Oh, dear. Yes, very true, Kate. She says we will meet after this bloody lockdown. But yeah, I think, I don't think pubs and clubs and restaurants and everything will open.
No.
But I think they might ease the lockdown a little bit. But so, fingers crossed, Baz and Bella, that, it'll allow you to go home, if you know what I mean. But I think social distancing and things like that, I think that's still going to be in effect. I don't know about the parks and whatever, but I reckon, it's sort of going to make some announcement as, the easing some of the restrictions, but I don't think they're going to ease all of them, if you know what I mean. So yeah, but I could be wrong. I don't know. It remains. Miss Sarky. He'll be doing snow angels when he gets in his own bed. Oh dear. We still got to stay in. They have given us more exercising day. The garden centres will be open and the sofa. But you see, the thing is, they're saying that there's going to be a lot more testing. But who do they know who to test and who not to test? Now, this is a good one. When we were coming back from shopping yesterday, we obviously got the radio on. Can anybody remember these face masks and this PE equipment that had arrived from Turkey? Well, the army had actually been flown over and brought them back to England. So it were on the radio yesterday. It's sitting in a warehouse because apparently it's deemed not up to British standards. Now, ain't that a laugh?
Where's your bloody mask?
No. PPE, personal protection equipment. It means like gowns and masks and visors.
Probably
and
not.
Yeah.
So
basically we heard it on the radio that this stuff that arrived from Turkey is sat in a warehouse doing nothing because it's not up to British medical standards. So basically they've got a ton of PPE equipment that's not any good. So yeah, so that were a waste of time. And I says to Chris, says, well, they've got the army to fly over there to bring it back here just for it to be sitting in a warehouse and be no good for use and ornament. So what were the point in that? Except we paying for something that's no good to anybody. So, but hey ho, that's the UK government for you. Yeah, yeah. This is it, Kate. You know, I mean, you know, they're talking about this furlough scheme, and they're on about when it first started, they was paying people 80% of the wages. Now they've dropped it down to 60%. Hiya, Gordo.
Gordo's in the house.
So, you know, so that's even less money that they're paying to these that, through no fault of their own, that can't work and have been laid off. So, so yeah. So at the very beginning, they were paying them 80%. Now they've dropped that down to 60%. Yeah, I hadn't heard any of these MPs saying, "Oh well, we've forgone, you know, as bonus this year, or we prepared to take a pay cut." Blah blah blah. Pardon me, that's that coffee. That's what you make cauliflower wine. But yeah, this, you know, this is, you know, they're saying, and this is another thing what they said as well, Kate, because of this coronavirus, they're now saying when everything gets back to normal, the UK is going to be in a worse recession than it's ever been. You know, God help us.
His head off, is it?
No, her head off.
Fault finding his snoring her head off.
Well, I knew what he meant.
Is.
But yeah, so they sort of woe is me in and saying, well, you know, when this is all done, we're going to be in one of the worst recessions that the UK's ever seen. You know what I mean? It's you know, it's not our fault. You know, why punish us for something that's, you know, in no way, shape or form anything to do with us? Well, it is, but you know what I mean? It's not through any fault of his own. So it's Sunday, I think, isn't it? It's Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, I think it's
Sunday they're talking about.
Oh, I think he's supposed to be making an announcement on Sunday, I think. So yeah, you know, same as I say, I can't really see them lifting the lockdown restrictions altogether. I think they'll sort of ease some of the restrictions, but I don't think they'll, you know,
do social distancing.
You know, but I think, you know, it's not going to be as straightforward. They're probably going to say, well, we'll ease this and we'll ease that, but, and then in 3 weeks' time, we'll look at figures, etc. It's training it to be a killer dog. What licking everyone to death, Baz? So, I mean, same as I say, your guess is as good as mine. You know, I don't know exactly what they're going to say, but I don't think that they're going to lift them all together. You know, you that many rumours and whatever, people saying, oh, well, schools is reopening on 1st of June and all this, that and other. But until I hear it with my own ears, I don't believe what I hear, you know what I mean? There's that sort of, I modified my big plastic steering paddle, so I put it onto the cordless drills, makes degassing easier and helps with clearing. But yeah, you know, I mean, we're all in that same situation, you know. I mean, Bella and Baz are down in Kent, and they don't even live down there. They went to look after the grandchildren, and then this lockdown come about, so they've been stuck down there ever since. You know, Bella and Baz aren't even in their own home. Yeah, you know, they're grateful that a friend gave up his flat so they could have some sort of own comforts, but it's still not like your own. You know, it's not like your own place. You know, your own bed, your own surroundings. You know what I mean? I don't think a lot's going to change, Bella. In my honest opinion, I don't think. You know, I don't think a lot. They're not going to make a massive change. You know what I mean? I reckon it's probably going to be something. Well, we'll revise figures every 3 weeks, and then we'll make a decision on when kids, you know, and colleges and schools and everything reopens, and you know what I mean. So. Yeah, Gordo says, I reckon another 6 to 9. I reckon at least. So, you know, and I'm with Kate on that one. I mean, it's like Callum, he goes to college. You think there's thousands of people walk through them doors in Callum's college. You don't know who's been in contact with coronavirus. So, you know, I mean, Callum is mine and Chris's only child, so we're not going to risk him coming into contact with it just by sending him back to college because they say so. So, yeah. Oh. Gordo says we're lucky down this way. Our infection numbers are a lot lower. Yeah, I also heard as well, Baz, that they were on about they've got to wear masks, and they've got, before they board or get off a plane, or as they're coming off a plane, they've all got to have their temperatures took. So they're on about, you know, sort of letting people fly, but they've got to be sort of, they've got to be wearing masks, and they've got to have the temperature taken. But yeah, I'm with Kate and several other people that have said until it's clear, you know, no further cases, no further deaths, blah blah blah, then Callum ain't going nowhere. You know, as much as he does his head in, as much as, you know, he gets on his nerves, I'm not risking his health in any way, shape or form by sending him back too early, because you don't know people that are going back to college, whether they've come into contact with coronavirus. You just don't know. So I'm in agreement there with a lot of people that have said the same thing. Until there's no new deaths, till there's no new cases, my kid ain't going anywhere. So, you know, it's just not worth risking it. You know what I mean? And anybody that loves his child, or, you know, grandchild or whatever, I reckon everybody will be in the same boat. You know, as much as he does his head in, as much as he gets on his nerves, I ain't risking him going back too soon. And then, you know, it's been in all this while. We've kept him out of harm's way all this time. And then going back to college too early, and him coming into contact with it. We're at 657 confirmed cases in Bristol. Oh. I mean, I don't know what figures are for around here, but no, I ain't got a clue either. But yeah. you know, same as I said, anybody in the right mind, until it's clear, until you know 100% that it's safe to send your kids back to school, college, etc., they ain't going nowhere. And I think a lot of people will be the same. You know, they can't find everybody that refuses to send the kids back to school or college.
Well, they will do.
Well, they can whistle for it and all, because I ain't paying no fine.
I'll take them to court.
I'm back. Has anyone tried lemon? It's massive. What? You mean a raw lemon or?
You're going to have to be more specific on that one, Adrian.
Yeah, you're going to have to be a bit more specific. I mean, I make a mean lemon drizzle, you know what I mean? But I you know, I refuse to, you know, eat, you know, a raw lemon. Ugh, no. Yeah, I mean, same as I said, Bella, you know, nobody in the right mind is going to risk the kids' health by sending them back too early. We know it's a fruit. It's a citrus fruit, actually. But well, it's supposedly Sunday, I think. Sheffield once again saw the biggest increase in cases, with an additional 56 cases confirmed, which takes the number of recorded cases to 2,306. Oh. Oh dear. No, I draw the line at eating it's size of a football. No, I won't eat raw lemon. No. Same as I say, I put it in lemon drizzle and, you know, lemon cheesecakes and things like that, but I wouldn't even drink raw lemon juice. Like, it's too hi, Mona, how are you?
Hello, Mona.
But yeah, you know, I mean, they do say, I mean, it's got the same vitamins and whatever than an orange. I mean, if you're gonna thank you very much. If you're going to eat anything, I'd eat an orange or something, you know, high in vitamin C and things like that. So, oh yeah, while I think about it, the thoughts just come to my mind. When we were in Asda yesterday, I picked some gluten-free flour up. So I'm sort of moving in the direction of doing like gluten-free baking or vegan baking. Now, this one will interest Bella. Can you remember the cinnamon donuts that I made? Well, I've got a recipe for vegan cinnamon donuts. So as well as the vegan lemon cheesecake. So yeah, and another one I've got is what's that other one that I did? Oh, here, Bella. Vegan chocolate cupcakes. So yeah, so I've baked gluten-free cinnamon sugar donuts. There you go. That's another one that I've printed off. So same as I say, I went in Asda and basically I picked some gluten-free flour up. So it's a case of I just want to do a bit more research as regards ingredients, etc. And hi Paul, how are you?
Hello, Paul.
So yeah, so I'm sort of going to be going into like gluten-free recipes and vegan recipes as well. So you know, in next few weeks, I will be doing or trying some vegan recipes and some gluten-free ones. So I just need to build me what do you call it? You know, my supply things up, you know, because I need gluten-free baking powder and things like that. So I just need to get a few more like basic necessities to do these vegan and gluten-free recipes. So once I've got a few you know, a few more things suitable for gluten and vegan recipes, so so yeah, so that'll be in the next coming weeks. So so yeah, so that's going to be another string to my bow. You know, I'm going into gluten-free and vegan. Because same as Chris says, it's all right, you know, you're doing like baking vlogs and everything, but not everybody can eat the stuff that you produce. So same as I said, if I do a few vegan recipes and a few gluten-free recipes, it will enable people to well, you see, the thing is, Amjad, if you're vegan, you don't have any dairy products whatsoever. So that includes butter, milk, and eggs. So now, you know, they do a gluten-free baking powder, and you use either almond milk or, I mean, I've looked on Amazon, and they even do coconut condensed milk as an alternative to ordinary sweetened condensed milk. So so yeah, you know, I have done my research and I've been looking online at, you know, alternatives to dairy products. So so yeah, I mean, if anything, you know, I like to do my research and look into these things before I even attempt you know, anything at all. So I don't want to be making something and somebody say, well, that's not vegan or that's not gluten-free. Hiya, George.
Hello, George.
Well, that don't surprise me, George, because I put a vlog up yesterday and it's only had 20 odd views. So I mean, I think a lot of people aren't getting the notifications. So
It's broken again.
I reckon so. But it said the known glitches had been fixed on 20th of April. So
Yeah, probably another glitch.
so yeah, I mean these gluten-free well, these gluten-free donuts, it uses gluten-free self-raising flour, which I've bought, gluten-free baking powder, which I've got to get, almond milk, which obviously is a substitute for normal milk, sugar, cinnamon, and dairy-free butter, which obviously is you know, an alternative to normal butter.
I've just put cup to mama.
So yes, I'm branching out a little bit, George. I'm going into like gluten-free and vegan recipes now. So I've got a recipe for vegan hot chocolate cupcakes. I've got a recipe for vegan lemon cheesecake. But you know me, Kate, Bella knows me. She knows that I like to do my research, make sure everything's spot on and I know what I'm doing, so to speak. So yeah, You know, I have researched Vitalite is a vegan butter, so that's all plant-based. I've got an itchy nose now. Somebody talking about me. But yeah, Vitalite is the go-to vegan soft spread butter, whatever you want to call it. You know, I've done my research. Yes, please. So yeah, so there you go. I have been doing my research into these things. I know what sort of butter I've got to get, what T2 sugar's milky. But yeah, so it's a case of watching this space, Kate, and you know, in next coming weeks, I might even try, you know, one of these recipes on a live stream. The donuts, for instance. So yeah, same as I say, it's. But yeah, I mean, I did do. Can you remember I said I'd made the cinnamon donuts, but they were the regular cinnamon donuts. These are baked gluten-free donuts. Oh, what have you bought? So anyway, same as I say, them donuts is made with almond milk, gluten-free, self-raising flour. I've just got to source some gluten-free baking powder. Oh yeah. Well, this is the thing, Kate. I only ordered it yesterday. Now, when I ordered the plain flour, I ordered that on a Wednesday and it came for the Friday. So I ordered the self-raising flour yesterday, and it says estimated date of delivery were 19th of May.
You must have got Amazon Prime on yours then.
So yeah. So I only ordered it yesterday, and it come this morning. So same as Chris says, it's nice to get things that you're not expecting to get. Same as I say, I mean, 19th is like a week tomorrow.
Okay. Well, look at me with that thing. I was expecting it till 2nd of July.
So yeah, I was quite surprised. And Chris says, he says, blooming heck, he says, this is heavy. And I went, I bet any money that's my flour. So yeah, you know, I was quite surprised how quickly it came, Kate. So yeah, I let him put his back out. Oh, I've ordered ice cream maker. Oh, Gordo, he says he's ordered an ice cream maker. And it also does yogurts as a built-in e-tarantula. What?
Oh, bro. Cream for afters.
But yeah, same as I say, I only ordered it yesterday. I said to Chris, I says, after we'd been to Asda, we couldn't get any self-raising. This is it, Kate. Same as I said to Chris, we've had the luxury of having it dropped on his doorstep. Chris hadn't had to unpick back from Asda or anything. You know what I mean? He's only had to lift it from like front door. My chest keeps falling behind. That's Bella. Bella's talking in riddles now. So, but same as I said, you know, same as I said to Chris, you know, if they ask for feedback, I'll say brilliant service. She means a chat. So yeah, I mean, when she says her chest keeps falling behind, I'm thinking, now is Bella talking in riddles now or what? Oh. Oh, he had a bit of a glitch, did you, Amjad? He says he tried to put Echo Dot into his auntie's car, but it were missing all while. But yeah, I were over at Moon, you know, same as I said. You know, told her one day and it come next, you know, it's quicker than speed of light, you know what I mean? Yet I ordered a springform cake tin and I ordered a metal donut tin, and they've been ordered weeks and weeks and weeks, and they still haven't arrived yet. He says, Gordo says he sent you a link.
Okay.
So, you know, same as I said to Chris, you know, things that you're expecting to come don't come, and then that you're not expecting to come comes. It don't make sense, does it? Same as I say, I ordered this donut pan and this springform pan weeks and weeks and weeks ago, and they still haven't arrived yet. But same as I says, at least I've got my flour now. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna go short. So oh dear. I think Welsh Clark thinks he's got a ghost. But you know, it is what it is, you know. They'll arrive when they arrive, if you know what I mean. So some as I say, nobody was more surprised than what I were when that flower arrived today. So thank you.
Welcome.
So now I've got 2 big bags of flour out in the all wet. Oh, pardon me, that's that Coke. So yeah, so same as I said to Chris, I've sort of only like got half a bag of plain flour left. I says, rather than, you know, I says what I'll do is once I get down to like, you know, probably a quarter of a bag, I'll probably start topping it up from the big bag, because I have got some like plastic scoop things. It's been absolutely roasting. Same as I say, Chris says because it were nice and warm, that's why he decided to trim the edge outside. Nearly said bush. So yeah, so that's why Chris says, well, being as it's nice and it's dry, he says, I'll get that edge cut and he swept all leave, you know.
Oh, Jesus. Know how much that ice cream maker is?
How much?
189 quid.
Oh, yeah, I say it's been, Chris, where did you go? Did you go down to Asda?
Yeah. Chris
went down to Asda and he says, ink car, I mean, bearing in mind, we're talking about ink car and it hadn't been in shade or anything. 30 odd degrees, weren't it?
Yeah, 31 degrees, it said. Ink car, so realistically, it'd probably been about, I don't know, 24, 25.
Yeah, it's been a lot warmer than it has been. Let's just put it that way. So I'm just refreshing me. It's still 19 degrees now.
Yo, starting to put the kettle on and make us all a brew.
Yeah, because Welsh Clark says he thinks he's got a ghost.
Yeah, we have an all. Although it's been very inactive for ages, hasn't it?
Yeah, he says he didn't pay that for it.
No, he didn't. I
Yeah.
was gonna say. Looks good though.
Yeah. I've got my coffee, Bella.
Tell Baz to get off his lazy arse and make your coffee.
You see, Baz has put, I take it that's a hint, Bella. Well, we talk in hints, Baz. So yes, I forgot to tell Chris this. I even looked on Amazon, you know, these pods for this coffee machine.
Chris Ashley goes, how's your day? How's your day?
Oh, they had it on special. But yeah, I mean, in all honesty, the price that they're selling them on Amazon for, you may as well just get them from Asda, the coffee pods. I thought it'd be cheaper to buy in bulk. But when you look at it, it's just as, you know, because then they're charging you like delivery on top of that. Miles makes a great cup of tea, but his coffee is crap. So yeah, you know, I mean, looking, and I thought to myself, well, you know what I mean? We buy like 3 boxes at a time, but when there's 3 on you drinking it, it soon goes down.
We're all right with our Carol weren't drinking it, but
so yeah, so I thought, while I was sort of doing the research into the my nose itches like bad because you've been cutting that edge. So yeah, I forgot what I was saying. So yeah, I would like looking at gluten-free baking powder, and I just sort of like things that come into my head. I just type in, see if they do them on. Hi, my lady, how are you?
Hello, my lady.
So yeah, you know, and one of the recipes called for coconut condensed milk or something, or almond condensed milk or something. So I even researched that. They do that on Amazon, and I thought, well, while I'm there, I'll have a look at Dolce Gusto pods. But actually, what we paying for them, it's just as economical to go and get them from Asda. So so anyway, so yeah. So the next thing I've got to get is obviously some Vitalite butter, which is the dairy-free butter thingy majiggy, and then I've got to get some gluten-free baking powder. So I just want to build up a few ingredients before I start doing the baking, if you know what I mean. Because the gluten-free flour that I've bought, it's only like a little 1 kilogram bag. So yeah, so just to recap for my ladies' sake, I'm going to start doing vegan desserts or vegan baking recipes, and also gluten-free, because when we went to Asda yesterday, I bought some gluten-free self-raising flour. So I'm sort of branching out a little bit. So anybody that knows me knows I do thoroughly research everything that I put me, you know, my endeavours to. So yeah, so I've got a few recipes. I've printed off a gluten-free cinnamon donut, baked cinnamon donuts, vegan hot chocolate cupcakes, vegan lemon cheesecake.
Rich.
Ooh. So yeah, so it's I'm just wanting to you know, I've got ordinary self-raising flour, I've got ordinary plain flour now. So basically I just want to get a few more ingredients before I sort of dive head first into, you know, doing any share with your friends. Oh dear. Yeah, all of £3. Yeah, we have a Sunday roast every Sunday. That's one of the things that, you know, we do religiously on a Sunday is we have a Sunday. We've got chicken this week. So, and I have made chocolate cheesecake. Well, I've done the biscuit base, because basically you do it like a normal biscuit base, but you add cocoa to it, so it's like a chocolate base. And I've done the actual cheesecake bit. So I always like to leave mine when I make a cheesecake overnight. So I'll finish it off tomorrow. I'll do the decoration. You know, you have to drizzle some chocolate on it and pipe some double cream, you know, obviously that you've whipped up. And I've got buttons for it as well. So I will... So yeah, so I will post a few pictures in the group, so for you all to see, because I didn't actually vlog it. So yeah, so yes, Chris has promised me he's going to buy me a new cooker, so it'll save him me saying, you know, what number do you want it on? Well, it's about there, or it's about because the cooker that we've got, we're here when we no, what it is, Kate, the cook was already here when we moved in, and it was one of these that sat at arc anyway. So, and it was a case of, oh, well, if it's not broken, we'll carry on using it until something happens to it. But basically, I said to Chris, I says, I'm fed up of second guessing everything. You know, it's like when he's when we're doing the baking live stream, and he'll say, what number do you want it on? We don't know what it's like guesswork all the time, because there ain't no more. I mean, the markings is long gone, so we don't actually know. It's like guessing all the time.
But disposable barbecue.
Hey?
I'll get you a disposable barbecue to replace cooker with.
All right, yeah. You know better.
But you can't make the cake.
Well, you see, I think we're getting gas, because we've seen one on Argos site, and it's not too bad. It's a Bush one, but my washing machine's Bush and my tumble dryer's Bush. So we've never had any problems with that. So, Simon's in. I cook everything with the arrow pointing down. But you see, this is the...
Simon says it in.
This is the problem that we have in Simon. The cooker was already here when we moved in here. Now, we've been here just over 3 years, or is it 4 years?
4 years.
Yeah, we've been here just over 4 years, and we're still using it now. So, same as I said to Chris, I'm due a new cooker, because we're having to guess all the time. You know, like, I mean, you've seen the live streams where Chris says, oh, whereabouts is gas number 4? And I say, it's about... You know what I mean? It's like we're having to guess all the time. That is from Argos, actually, my lady. Because they do it in white and they do it in black. Well, I'm on about having a black one. So yeah, that's where we'd looked, my lady, on Argos. So, and they're not a bad price either. I think, what were they, £199?
Yeah.
For a 60-inch wide Bush cooker. Yeah. Oh, pardon me. Is it morning, mate?
In the morning.
So yeah.
Red, white, and black.
So yeah, so it is only like a single oven, but same as I said to Chris, I says, I only need one oven, you know what I mean? Yeah, it is. I thought it were a brilliant price, my lady. So yeah, we looked and it were £199. Now you can get one with like a dual oven. The same as I said.
Bye, Simon. Bye, Simon.
And same as I said to Chris, you know, I can't understand people that buy them with like a dual oven, because you can only cook one thing at a time, really, can you? You know what I mean? What? Yeah. Oh, yeah. But you see, same as I say, Kate, I was looking on Argos the other day, and I got my washer out from Argos, and that's a Bush. I got my tumble dryer off Argos, and that's a Bush. And we've never had any problems with either of them. So I looked, and it's, you know, it asks you, you know, do you want dual fuel, or do you want gas, or do you want electric? So Chris says definitely having another gas one. Yeah. So and when it come up with £199, I says to Chris as well, that is a brilliant price. You know what I mean? And it's 60-inch wide. I mean, I don't know how big 60 inches is it? I don't know.
Well, that's 45 inches wide. 47. Tell her. It's not that wide, surely it's enough.
No. Might be 60 centimetres.
I'm going to say.
Yeah, she says, I'm on my own and it does me fine. Perfect. You will be happy with it. Same as I say, we've got Bush washing machine, Bush tumble dryer. Never had any problems whatsoever with either of those. So I says to Chris, I says, well, we're going to go with what we know. I know Bush is a good mate. So, you know, I've been happy as Larry with washing machine, with tumble dryer. I says, well, go with what we know. Yeah, just laughing at that. So, what I think it must mean 60 centimetres, Simon. You know what us women are like. Because I think it's 60 centimetres wide. It just says that's an excellent bargain. You sure it's not Fisher Price? But I can send you a link, Bella, and you can either get it in white or black. Same as Chris says, get a black one. So, how big is the oven and can we fit? Of course you can. But you see that, yeah, 60 centimetres is standard. But you see, I bought a like a muffin tray, but it's got like handles on that you can take it straight out the oven. It's like got plastic handles on. But this oven that we've got now, it was too big to fit in it. And it's like I've got a, you know, the flat baking trays. I bought like an extra large one of them, and that won't fit in this oven either. So same as I said to Chris, I'll be able to start using some stuff that I couldn't fit in this oven once we get it. So I says to Chris, I says, you know, I'll think my birthdays and my Christmases all come together with a new oven, and actually been able to see, you know, markings on knobs and whatever. I don't think so, Kate, but same as we've said, we've always got scrapmen coming round, and they just say to you, if you ever want anything taken away, just leave it outside your front door and we'll take it away. So basically that's all we'll do. We'll put it outside front door. See what Bella's put. Most people have turkey at Christmas, Bella.
All I do one that running around after me trying to catch it.
Oh dear. I'm going to say most people have turkey at Christmas, not an ostrich.
Yeah, and they come round and will install it because it's gas. Have to find out.
Yeah. Same as I say, we always having leaflets pushed through the door for, was it Checkatrade or something like that? You know, you just look up.
The person that's you buy the cooker off, she means. The company that you buy the cooker off, when they come.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like
install it for you.
It's like when we had our new bed. They take it away for you and dispose of it for you, but you have to pay like extra. Baz don't like turkey. Yeah, same as I say, we often have like a leaflet come through the door and it says, I think it's called Checkatrade or something, and they do everything from painting and decorating, and it's like lists tradespeople. You know, need an electrician, need a plumber, or need, you know what I mean? So it's just a case of doing that, really. Yeah, I mean, could always ask. I mean, sometimes they do say that, you know, I think, were it tumble dryer or were it washing machine that they took it away and installed it?
Washing machine.
Yeah, I would say when we had, I think it was when we had the washing machine from there, they basically pull your old one out, fit your new one, and take your old one away. But you know, yeah. I think you could pay a little bit, but you see, the thing is as well, when we moved in here,
80 quid. Well, the thing is,
oh gosh, charge 8. Well, that's not bad. I mean, because you're going cooker cheap anyway.
I'm going to say it saves you break your back and you taking it instead, isn't it?
When we actually moved in here, and same as I say, the cooker was already here, but it wasn't connected.
No, I got one around.
Yeah. Shut up. Let me tell the story. Actually, before we moved in, we had to have a gas and electric safety check. So at the time, Chris were working for the same company. So basically, all he did were when the guy came out to do the gas safety check, he went, "Excuse me, mate." And he says, "I know what you're going to ask me." He says, "Can I just connect your cooker up?" And Chris says, "Yeah." So he did that. He didn't charge us because he were here anyway doing gas safety check. So, and because Chris knew him and he worked for
domestic.
Oh dear. Material underneath the glass top stank the ass. But yeah, so that's sort of where we saved a bit of money there. Basically, because they'd come out to do the gas safety check and they were same company that Chris worked for. Basically, he did it as a favour to Chris. He connected gas cooker up.
Get ready for it.
Yeah.
No.
Oh dear. So yeah, so we saved a few quid there anyway.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh. I would never have anything Beko ever again in my life. No way. Not even if they were giving it away.
Well, how many washers did we have? 3.
Well, I'm going to tell you a story now. After me and my first husband split up, I moved into my own place. Now, I went to this was at Curry's. I went to Curry's and I had a Beko washing machine. And within about 3-4 weeks, were it?
Yeah.
Something went wrong with it. So anyway, so I rang Curry's up, came out. Oh, you need your thermostat's gone on it, and we're at timer switch thing.
Brand new one.
Yeah,
well.
Brand new. This is a brand new washing machine. So yeah, I'd never have a Beko, never again in my whole life, Bella. Same as I say, I'd only had it about 4 or 5 weeks. and it sort of stopped midway. You know, I couldn't get clothes out of washing machine. I couldn't do sod all with it. So I rang Curry's up. They sent an engineer out, and they says, "Oh, it needs a new timer and it needs a new thermostat." I says, "Well, would you believe?" I says, "I've had it less than 2 months."
Hi, wakey.
Hi, Wakey.
I'm Tracy.
Hi, Tracy. So anyway, engineer says, "I'll be back in half an hour. I'm just going to get some spare parts for it." So anyway, Gus gets spare parts, fits them on washing machine. So he says, "Right, you're good to go, missus." Okay, I'll get some washing on because I've been without a washing machine. Okay, then see you later, Mel. So anyway, I bet you he hadn't even got to Endit Street, and as soon as he'd gone, I'd put washing machine on. I bet he hadn't even got to Endit Street, and it went all it's up again. So I rang Curry's up. So I says, "He'd only been gone 5 minutes." I says, "I've been out to washing machine like nearly a week waiting for engineer to come out." I says, "He's fitted a new thermostat on it." I says, "He's fitted a new timer switch on it." I says, no sooner had he gone, I thought, right, I'll put some, okay then, thank you very much, Mel. Stay safe.
See you later, mate.
I says, so as soon as he'd gone, I says, right, I'm going to put a wash on. I says, I bet he hadn't even got to Endit Street. I says, and it all went, you know, it had gone again. So, well, it's going to be so-and-so days before we can get another engineer out. I says, sod that. I says, I want my money back. I says, or I want a replacement. I says, but I'm not having another Beko. So anyway, so that was that. So they agreed that we're at that point that we had.
Yeah.
So they agreed that I could have a different washer, an up point instead of a Beko. But this is the cracker to it. They says you've got to get somebody to come and pick it up.
Yeah, no delivery.
So I says, what you mean to tell me? I says, all this, I says, I paid good money for that washing machine. I says, and not 2 months down the line, I says, it's broke. I says, and you're trying to tell me that, I says, I originally paid for delivery. I says, when they delivered it first time. So I says, you mean to tell me, I says, I've got to pay delivery again if I want it delivering? Oh, I'd never have another Beko in my life. Not even if.
What shop did we get it from?
It was Curry's.
Curry's, yeah.
I'd never have another Beko.
No chance.
Oh, he's got to go for a.
Uh-oh. Still waiting for an appointment. I hope that's at the doctor's, mate.
But yeah, I do not like Beko in any way, shape, or form after that performance with that washing machine. I'd never, ever trust Beko ever again in my life. I don't name mine too emotional when they break. But you see, I've just said, Wakey, I've got a Bush washing machine, I've got a Bush tumble dryer, and I've never had a problem with either of them. Now, okay then, Bella, thank you for coming in.
Night, Bella.
Night, night. So yeah, so I've never had a problem with me. I've never had a problem with my Bush washing machine. I've never had a problem with my Bush tumble dryer. So I saw this Bush cooker on Argos, quite a good price. So I said, well, go with what you know. We've never had any problems with the washing machine or the tumble dryer. So I says, we'll go for that one. So that's what we're on about doing. But no, I'd never ever have a Beko ever again. Even if they said, well, Mrs. Pickering, you can have one for free. I'll say, well, you know where you can go and stuff your Beko washing machine, don't you? and I'm not repeating it. Where monkey stuffed, where squirrels stuffed the nuts.
I'll just leave the plug after it. No, I did because it weren't mine.
So yes, you know, I'd tell them where to stuff it. Quite honestly, but I wouldn't. I'd be less polite, if you know what I mean.
You know, it's
So
cool now with Wakey and Simon at the same time. And Gordon.
you can't beat a good bush. Oh dear.
I'd knock them out.
Alexander's put, yeah, ram it up that far up your bum. Yeah, but not as polite as that.
Sideways.
Yeah, he says, what would you do if Becco turned up outside your home? I'd tell him to. But no, I know I'd never ever trust Becco again in my life.
No way.
No. It's bloody cheap Chinese tack. And that's just putting it politely as well.
Made in Wuhan.
Yeah. But I'll do a video of Becco for you. No, thank you. Not interested. Yeah. You see what my lady, that could be construed as something naughty, my lady. She says, I'm happy with my bush. Chris has trimmed my bush today.
Oh, yeah,
So yes.
I'll try not to manage it.
He says my dad has a bush phone. Bloody think he rings other people at random when he's talking, taking a call.
It's a
Bush night. Yeah. Yeah. Chris has trimmed my bush today. The one outside. Oh, bush took a trial. Dear.
It's better than a two in a one bush. Two in a bush.
A bird in the hand.
You should change your stream title. It's a bush night. It's not my stream.
But anyway, so yeah. I mean, but everybody's got their own opinions. I just do not like Becco whatsoever. No, edge trimmer. It was that overgrown. He had to use a industrial type edge trimmer. I say.
Hey?
I says it was that overgrown. He had to use an industrial type edge trimmer. Oh dear. But hey ho. At least it not need trimming again in a hurry. It's a good job, really. He'll get up in the morning. He'll say, "God, I can't move my arms. I can't move my arms."
The neck started to hurt.
You probably caught sun on back of your neck. That's probably why your neck's hurting.
The bald patch would be like a beetroot.
Feels
a bit hot.
But it's like this. You got two for the price of one. You trimmed my bush, and you got a sun tanning process.
I'd have took my shirt off and I would have had all grannies round. So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Distancing and all that.
Yeah. Right. Would have had police knocking on the door. There's a man exposing himself on your front garden. And it's all right, it's only my old man.
He's got his nipples out. Apparently they strip away you can charge it up the way you know.
Oh.
What
But you see the thing is, like even though it's sort of paved off on our, there's like some weeds coming through. So when he asked next door neighbour if we could borrow his hedge trimmer, he says, "Oh, I've got a trimmer you can borrow." He says, "Only thing is," he says, "it's about run out of, you know, spool thing, the
wire,
yeah,
basically.
the plastic thing." So Chris says, "Oh, it's all right."
£26.90.
Oh.
Astronauts on the space station have to close the shutters because of the glare from
Pixie's head. Yeah.
Jolie, Jolie, Jolie.
Yeah.
I like how Amjad just comes out and just total random stuff.
I'm not saying my bush is long, but I could do with some careless.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear me.
All right.
I thought Chris Wright was going to have to get train shore on mine. Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, if we can't have a laugh, you know, that's why it's called Fun Friday. Oh, you've missed a lot, Kate.
Talking about bushes and strimming.
My lady says the bush is that long, it could do with some curlers.
That's before your grandma's time, Dad.
Oh dear, she's had an egg sandwich in a cuppa.
Ooh, where's my egg sandwich?
But yeah, we're still talking about Bush's landing strip. Oh dear.
Now. Hope it's got brown sauce on. HP.
Ian says it's not Fun Friday, it's Special VE Day, remember? But it's still titled Fun Friday, even though it's like a Special VE Day edition.
In brackets.
Yeah, in brackets. Wait, Kit. Oh, he's going saucy now. It's Bush Friday. Yeah. What's special about this one? I don't know. It's because it falls on VE Day. It's a bank holiday.
I don't say Chris. Cheeky radio. Oh, dear.
It's just it just so happens it's fallen on a bank holiday, and today is VE Day, so
Yeah.
that's why I put Special VE Day edition. Let's say we're going to talk about VE Day. You know what I mean? But hey ho.
Could have got Captain Tom on.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
But hey ho. But
Bank holiday for the you know what with the AW. What?
oh.
Don't know what that is, Alexander.
But yeah, I mean, normally May Day would have been Monday, but because it's VE Day today, they've moved it to today.
Exactly.
Yeah, same as we've said. I mean, it were like we went to Asda yesterday, and there were a lot there. Chris were queuing 20 minutes, and same as we said, is it?
Oh, right, got you.
But you know, same as we've said, is it because it's a bank holiday? There were no end buying barbecue stuff. You know what I mean? And I says, you know, just because it's a bank holiday, you know what I mean? I says, and she says, well, we open anyway. So you know, it's you know, it's just another day for us. My new RC truck arrived from China yesterday, finally loaded it. But you see, this is the thing, Wakey. I only ordered some flour, some self-raising flour yesterday, and it says expected delivery date 18th of May. Now, what we're on today, 8th. And it come this morning. We didn't expect it. We didn't expect it coming till, you know, a week Tuesday.
You must have got Amazon Prime.
So,
B&M today open until 8 p.m. Think Monday. What? Monday what?
Monday, same.
Oh, same.
But you see, I've looked in, and the next bank holiday, what did I say, 25th of May? Yeah, the next bank holiday Monday is the 25th of May.
And Alexander says, "What? Why were they bank holidays? Or is it so the banks could have a rest?"
Yeah, Welsh Clark says he's got Amazon Prime.
I'm going to pay for it.
So basically, same as I say, it's come faster because it's from a different company. The plain flour I got from Gates, and that I ordered that on the Wednesday and it come for Friday. Oh. And same as I say, this one was from Kate and Decorating Company or something. It was from a different company anyway, so I don't know whether it's you know, because it was from a different company, but you know.
It is. Well, mostly.
Yeah, mostly it is if you've got Prime. Yeah, I got my coffee ordered today.
You ain't got a 16 kilograms worth of coffee out
there. Same as I said, I looked at it because we've got a Dolce Gusto, you see, and I looked at buying like the pods and whatever, like in bulk. But when you tot it all up, I mean, they're 3 for a tenner at Asda. So it's, you know, we don't know, you know, when we're going to get this delivery. So it's just as quick for Chris to go down to Asda and get them from Asda. So, we got some Nescafe at the local shop on special order.
Special offer.
Yes, supply. Can you just do me a favour, sweetheart? Can you pour me some Coke out? My throat's going a bit dry. I just had an idea. Wonder if they sell a booze mini. I would imagine.
So what? A booze mini bar? I bet they know.
I've got Tassimo 5 packs for 15 quid. Well, you see, I looked on the Dolce Gusto ones, and the 3 boxes, I think they were about £10 something, but then you got to pay delivery on it. So it's just as economical to buy them from local Asda.
Queue up for 20 minutes and you get them.
Yeah. So yeah, it was just as economic. It's just as economical. Sort of for us, we being Dolce Gusto, it's you know, it's not as economical as going them from Asda. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know, but you see, we found, same as we said, up until you know, beginning of the year, Callum won't drink tea or coffee. He rather fizzy water or milkshake, milk, you know, juice, things like that.
Cold stuff.
Yeah, and this is what I said, my lady, same as I said. It's all right, I could have ordered some in bulk, but you don't know how long you've got to wait. So, the same as I said, like 3 boxes, I think it was £10 something. Now they're only 3 for a tenner at Asda. So yeah, you know, I mean, you have to get a bargain where you can. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's 11:15 already.
Is it?
So yeah, you know, it's It swings and roundabouts, really. I'm having.
Look at Amazon for you. Well, like. Oh.
I'm having a lager tomorrow in the garden. If it's nice, I should imagine it's going to be nice. Yeah, Kate's got Dolce. Kate's got good taste like us.
Yeah, but what does she have? Does she have
We only have.
lattes and cappuccinos?
Yeah, we only have lattes and cappuccinos. We don't have any. We've tried, or all sorts, cafe au lait and hot chocolate and everything, but we always go back try the cappuccino or lattes. So it's a case of you've got to pick a bargain up. Well, same as I say, I looked into it, and that were my way of thinking. I thought, well, if we can get sort of like a bulk order, but it weren't as economical as buying them from Asda. So going to be great tomorrow, but sub-zero on Sunday. Oh dear.
Have a look through them lot. That's what I was like. Bit about.
Oh.
Hot chocolate just before bed.
Yeah, he says they were a great band. Hot chocolate.
I believe in miracles.
I reckon Kate puts it in her favourite cup. Oh, we've got, same as I say, we bought you've seen them, them tall cups. I think they were on offer in Poundland for about 90p. We had 8 at one time, but 2's broke. So we've got 6. But same as I say,
12 quid. Boom.
But that's it. I mean, we like, some as I say, lattes or cappuccinos, and we only sort of get it when we go shopping. Like Chris, we're going to get some more today. I've got an itch on my leg. But they hadn't got cappuccinos. You see, they even tried the latte skinny ones. They've got skinny cappuccinos and skinny lattes, but it tastes rank outside of a normal one. So yeah, we've even tried the skinny ones, but they don't taste the same. Oh, you could also try on bargains, B&M. Oh. So
knock on wood. That's the one you're thinking of.
No, that's Amy.
I'm knocking on Evan's door.
No, that's
that one. No.
But anyway, same as I say, they do them in Poundland. Is it Pound Stretcher that we've got near us? They do them in there, but they all these weird coffees, lungy, and we don't like them. Hiya, Tina. How are you?
Hello, Tina.
Oh, got one of the sirloins in marinade right now. Should be well tender for tomorrow. Oh. Oh dear. So yeah, same as I say. But if we ain't got any pods, we just have a milky coffee anyway. So have you got a Costco's? No idea.
Probably not then. Costco's coffee.
When I wake from my grandpa nap.
Dad's back. Is your brother noisy still? No. Yeah.
I'm just looking at. Oh, there is.
What?
A Costco. It says Cosmo. Costco.
I'm gonna copy now.
The Parkway.
Oh,
S9.
That'll be that little industrial estate off the Parkway then.
It could be.
Yeah, it'll be on there. You got what it called if you have to have a card. Oh, how do you get a card? You have to apply. And they said, no, you can't.
Members only.
Mm.
Yeah, warehouse, a new variety of items, including bulk groceries, electronics, and more.
I'm not travelling to Leeds.
So, yeah, they have got one in Sheffield, but it'd be worth applying for a card, I suppose. Not too far from Johnny Five. Oh, register, but you have to be self-employed. Well, he's a carer. Is that self-employed?
Inside the store, anyone can get a card. Oh.
Oh, you mean actually going in the
But if you know someone, they can put you on the card so they can give it to it's like cash and carry.
It's a cooking and bakeware.
Don't tell her that. Cooking and bakeware.
Yeah. Garden furniture, barbecues, spas and hot tubs, garden sheds, sideboards, occasional. Oh, they do even do living room furniture. Yeah, look, it says here £700 off. Almost Evans 6-person barrel steam sauna. It's only £4,000 if you have it delivered.
Oh, well, I want them.
And £4,500 if you have it installed.
Front and back garden.
So, yeah. Shipping included Mophie dual wireless charging pad, whatever that is.
Oh, there you go then. Buy stuff in bulk. I wouldn't say it's cheap, mine. No, I'm not going then. We've only won £3 on Thunderball. We can't get notes in
I was going to say,
there.
we've only won £3 on Thunderball. We're not made of money. I just stand over at Elk Kettle. It works wonders. Oh, Tina's Doctors has reopened. Ours has never shut.
No. Can't see Doctor mine. It's open.
You see what wake is for? But you'd burn your bum. Yeah. It gives new meaning to goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Some people said, is it hot in here or is it me?
Oh dear, I can smell something burning. Yeah. It's all right, it sounded Chris is on fire. Oh dear me. I am horrible to him, aren't I? Nothing. We were only on about it on Wednesday night, my lady. I can remember having a bath in a tin bath in front of fire.
Fart bubbles.
Throw the pipe from the vac into it and put it on blow. Yeah, you think you're in a jacuzzi then, wouldn't you?
Bloody hot jacuzzi.
I think it's because we're not used to this warm weather.
No.
Because I tend to, I suffer with hay fever, somewhat chronic, and I could tell that Chris has been trimming edge and whatever. Because all my nose has done all afternoon is like I've been sniffling, if you know what I mean. And I says, once you know, once I start suffering with my hay fever, it's like all in my sinuses, and you know, and that starts giving me a headache.
Now, see you later, Amjad.
See you later, Amjad. My hot water bottle was a brick in my pillowcase. See you later, Amjad. I'll see you on Monday.
Good night, mate.
But yeah, it's because we're not used to this heat. You know what I mean? I think it's affecting everybody in different ways. You know, same as I say, because Chris has been trimming edge outside, it sort of stirred my hay fever up. You know what I mean? And that's why I keep like sniffling and things like that, because it plays havoc with my sinuses. So you know, it's like, you know, we like the warm weather, but we don't like the you know, the after effects that comes with it, you know, like hay fever and things like that.
Getting that without warm weather, though, haven't we? Ever since lockdown.
So yeah, you know, I mean, even though me and Chris both take an antihistamine every single day, it still don't stop you from getting hay fever. And when I get my hay fever really bad, I have to double up on my antihistamines. So yeah, you know, it's like swings and roundabouts, really. We hate cold weather, but when warm weather comes and because see, that's another thing as well. Like, because we live on an estate, everybody and his mother have been out mowing the lawns and all. So it's like, you know, it plays havoc with me hay fever. So you know, it's like 6 of one and half a dozen of other. So and that's what I've done. Nothing but drink all day, have I? Like water and we live in mountains. Everyone cut the grass, and me too. But yeah, you know, I think because a bit of sun's come out and everybody's been out mowing the lawns today. So, but you see, I think just have a look. I think these is 10 micrograms. They the ones that I take. I have. See, Chris has got a different one to what I have. I have cetrazine, and Chris has loratadine. So yeah, we're both on like 10 micrograms, but I have cetrazine and he has loratadine. So that's the one I take. Yeah, cetrazine. But you know, same as I say, if it sort of hits me unusually bad, I tend to take two instead of one. You know what I mean? But I think the same as I say, Kate, our doctors has been open all the time, but I think they only sort of doing emergencies, let's say. You know what I mean? But you see, I get like that, Wakey. I start with like a sniffle, and then it affects all across here, like my sinuses. So, and my nose is itching like crazy. Yeah, we've been on about it earlier on, Tina. We don't think that there's going to be a deal of change. You know what I mean? You know, and we've all been saying, even if sort of they say that kids has got to go back to school, you know, until this virus is completely gone, Callum not be going back to college, and Kate says her kids is not going back. So I don't think that a great deal's going to change. You know what I mean? I don't think because it's too soon in my estimation. You know what I mean? It's too soon to, you know. Yeah, I agree with Kate. It's not worth risk. You know, it's a case of until it's completely gone. Because same as I said, my lad goes to college. Obviously, I haven't been while this thing's been on, but you imagine the thousands of people that walk through the doors in, you know, the thousands of people that walk through them doors. You don't know that somebody outside of you could have come in contact with somebody with coronavirus. The same as I've said, under no circumstances is Callum going back until I know that it's safe to do so and that there's been no more reported cases or, you know, less reported deaths, you know, because you never forgive yourself if you send them back too early. And same as I says, as much as Callum gets on his nerves and, you know, it can be right grumpy so-and-so, I'd never send him back too early, because same as I say, it could be stood next to somebody that's been in contact with it or have had it, or you just do not know. But I don't think they'll be going back just yet. I don't think the schools will reopen just yet. But same as I've said, you know, Callum ain't going back until, you know, we know it's safe to do so. And they can't guarantee that at this current time, you know, at this current time. So, same as I've said, Callum's been off right from the very beginning of this lockdown. And as much as he gets on his nerves and, you know, as much as, you know, it can be a grumpy so-and-so, you know, I wouldn't risk him going back. So, so is your kids like in the special needs category then, Tina? Or, you know, I don't mean to pry or anything, but I mean, Callum's got a special needs statement, but even so, he's still not been going to school. And Amjad, that's been in earlier on, I mean, he's on the autism spectrum, but he's not been going to college either. Yeah. But you see, Chris's niece is a teacher, and I think so many days a week, obviously, because the frontline workers their kids need to go to school. So his niece has still been working. So, you know, and she's a teacher, but she teaches the youngers, if you know what I mean. She's, you know, but anyway, it should say where it says however many watching, like, dislike, share. So, you know, it's a case. Yeah, I mean, same as I say, I don't, you know me, I don't like to pry, but same as I say, all the schools have been closed round here, except for key workers and people with, like autism and things like that, you know, but same as I say, Callum has got learning difficulties, but even so, he goes to college and, but he's not, since the lockdown started, the Sheffield College were one of the first colleges to close. So, so yeah, you know, but you know, you imagine, same as I say, the thousands of people that walk through them doors, because I don't know what the capacity of the college is, but it's got to be in thousands. and they have like a lanyard, and basically you know, same as I say, even though, you know, they say, you know, there's no new cases, or there's, you know, no reported new cases, basically, I won't put Callum at risk. No, you know, even though I think education's important for the children, it's not worth putting your son or your daughter's lives at risk by sending them back too early. You know what I mean? And same as I say, Chris's, Callum's got learning difficulties. It's got a like what we call, well, it used to be called a statement. It's called something else now, but you know what I mean? He has, same as I say, he's got physical disabilities. Well, not disabilities, but physical difficulties as well. So basically, but you know, I was glad when they closed the college down, because I don't want to risk his health. Yeah, Chris says he's got low muscle tone in his arms and his legs. You know, it's but you see, Callum's, I mean, they've never actually diagnosed him. I mean, they said they were dyspraxia at one time, which is similar to like autism, but like not as severe as autism, if you know what I mean. It's got to have a routine, and you know, if you learn something new, you've got to explain it a few times before he grasps, you know, and this is where we've had the problems at college and whatever, because Callum will say to teacher, I didn't understand that, can you explain it to me? You know, and the you know, the tutor thinks he's just being awkward, and it ain't. He just don't understand it first time round. If somebody explains it to him in detail, he'll get it. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's not him being awkward. It's just the fact that he didn't grasp it the first time. Yeah, and it's same with Callum. You know, if he's explained it in detail, or it's explained to him in detail, then he understands it. But just to sit there and say, well, do this or do that, he can't quite grasp it the first time. So so yeah. See that time already? It's 11:10. So so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to shut it down. I will be back again on Monday, usual time, 9 p.m. Thank you for joining me on this special VE day. Yeah, we going as well, Kate. I hope you've all enjoyed your night, and you know, thank you for all coming in, and thank you for joining me tonight. And you know, I appreciated it. So I shall see you all on Monday. Bye.